Hi, welcome back to brainstemschool.com, and today we're going to do a couple things differently. The first thing you're going to notice is a lot of background noise, and I apologize for that. I hope it's not too bad, but I'm recording this on a bouncy, loud bus. Second thing is that you're going to notice the background or the coding window looks a little different. Today we're going to use the actual Python interpreter on my computer. I happen to be using a Mac, but you can get a Python interpreter for Windows, Linux, Mac, any platform you want. Next thing you're going to notice is Python 2.7. I have to update the version on my computer, but for now, a few things are going to be different. Really, the only thing you're going to notice is the print statement works slightly differently. Other than that, everything's going to be consistent with what you expect. So today we're going to talk about the difference between pass by value and pass by reference. In Python, when we have primitive types such as int, float, when you pass them to a function, you're actually just passing the value and you're not passing the actual variable itself. So the container stays put, it just makes a copy of what's inside. Let's take a look at an example. The variable a's value is 10. Now we're going to create a function. The function's called changeIt, and there you see the major difference is that the print statement does not have parentheses. Anyhow, the function changeIt receives a variable and it calls it b. It changes b's value to 100 and so forth. So let's take a look at what happens when we pass a to change it. Now you see it tells you that b's value is 10. So the value 10 is given to the function changeIt from the variable a. ChangeIt then puts that value in its variable b, prints it as 10, changes it to 100, and then prints it as 100. So the question is, what's a's value? Take a guess. So, if you're astute, you'll notice that I said it copies the value from a and assigns it to b. When we inspect a, we see it remains as 10. Now let's take an example of pass by reference. Here we have a list called C. C's values are 12, 34, and 56. So now we see the function change them is receiving a variable d, prints d's values, it changes two of them, and then prints the new values. So let's call change them with c as an argument. So, as we suspected, what we know as c becomes known to change them as d. It prints d's values, 12, 34, and 56. Then it changes two of those values, and it prints the new list, 99, 98, and 56. So once again, the question is, what are c's values? Well, remember, c is passed by reference. So instead of giving values to change them, we're giving a reference to the list. And the list contains the values. So we actually change those values in place on the list. And inspecting C, we see that 99, 98, and 56 are the actual values. So unless I were to go through and copy that list one by one, copy the members of that list into a different list, we're changing those values in place. And it's being known by a different name. And that's about it for pass by reference versus pass by value. Make sure and head over to brainstemschool.com and download the ebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you have any topics in programming, specifically in Python, that you'd like me to go over, send me an email, mike@brainstemschool.com, and I will be glad to include them in a future video or just to reply to your questions and help you to learn more about code. Thanks a lot. Have a great day and happy coding.